Hello, tubers. It's Tuesday, November the 8th, and a little rainy outside, so I thought I'd talk about Prairie Spot E3. I've been there recently a couple times, and this is the stuff I'd found there on the 3rd of November. Really pretty good amount of stuff for a small prairie spot. I've looked there for 20 years, and this is the first drill that I'd ever found there, so I thought that was really incredible. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff I've found there over the years. Here's a few nice pieces here. Here's a little concave ground base. Kind of a light pink, light purplish pink. Looks like a Hardaway maybe. Boy, is that a little beauty. And here's a broken ground tail. Looks like a Thebes probably. That's a little heartbreaker too. Look at this. Here's a McCorkle. It's an old early archaic point. Kind of a root beer colored material. Had this stuff here in a couple bags in a box. So I ordered some more cases, Riker display cases. I ordered a case of them earlier this year, but it filled them up, so had to get another case of them. Here's a real nice uniface scraper. Pretty good little spur on the end. Several of those uniface scrapers. Here's another nice one. Cortex material there, the red. There's a big, thick, heavy-duty one. Nice scrapers. And there's some nice little points here, too. Little bird point type. Bifurcated stem. There's a little Fox Valley or Kanawha, maybe. Too bad that's broke. Here's an unusual piece too. You'd think the back would be concave, but it's actually like a median ridge here. So then they made a little scraper there on both sides of that median ridge. And chipped her down both sides. That's a nice old tool. Now this kind of looks like a drill, but it's uniface on the back, so that must be more of a handle, this end here, the uniface scraper. Here's a real heartbreaker. It's a nice looking piece of banded slate, squared off here. I guess it was a banner stone with a hole out here. It's too bad didn't have more of it. So I've never seen celts at these prairie spots, so I don't think it would have been a celt. Okay. Okay, here's some nice choppers I've found there at the E3 spot over the years. Little gray stone The step fractured there, a couple big flakes there, make a sharp edge. Another little chopper. This one they've kind of just chipped the periphery a bit. Here's a nice jerk chopper though. Big flake side. Chipped it around most of it. Nice edge on it. Nice hand axe. This one I found just recently there. Kind of a crude piece of porous stone that they chipped into shape. And here's a pretty nice one. Big old busted off a big boulder and chipped it all the way around basically here. Nice edge on it. Nice hand axe. There's some more pieces I already had in a case from that E3 Prairie spot. Some pretty decent pieces in here. Nice uniface scraper. Hafted scraper. Another nice little hafted scraper. This is why I thought the one point I found that hafted scraper recently was a Thebes, because I found this at that same spot too. This sure looks like a Thebes hafted scraper. Some nice material. Isn't that pretty? Here's a real nice uniface scraper. Indiana green. Attica chert. From Warren County, Indiana. Here's a big prairie triangle of that Indiana green. Early archaic peoples like that material. That's really beautiful. Couple nice bifes. Another kind of McCorkle looking piece. Some more nice little bluish uniface scraper. Hafted scraper. Here's that biface I found in October there. And earlier this year, before I started making these videos, here's a little broken Thebes tail I found there. It's really ground. Too bad there wasn't more of that showing. And here's another piece I'd found. Both pieces were laying there on the ground, broke together there one day. Nice little, would have been a nice little piece if it had the tail on it. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, tubers, must have new frames on the way. I've got space now to fill this up here with recent finds here, so here's a frame of E3 only. I wanted to show you some stuff that I'd found at another spot real close, about a quarter-mile away, is E1. So I'm going to show you the stuff I found at E1 over the years too. I'll be right back. Okay, here's some stuff from that other prairie spot that's close by, about a quarter, maybe eighth mile away. E1, this is E1. So here's some scrappier stuff. Here's a uniface scraper. Another uniface tool. Thick biface. Similar to that one I found recently there at E3. And then a few nice pieces. Here's a nice little McCorkle. And is that a beauty? I just found that a couple of years ago. Ground base. Not sure what to call that really. Kirk, I guess. Everything I can't identify I call Kirk. Here's a real beauty. Big bevels on it. Heavily ground. You can see that it's ground. Really nice stripes. Here's a heartbreaker. That's ground, pretty heavy too. Pretty little reddish point. Okay. Couple of uniface scrapers. There's a couple bifes, LaCroix maybe. That's a real pretty piece there. Uniface scrapers. That was the first piece I ever found there. E1. Fossil shirt. Biface. Okay. Thanks for watching.